Hello YouTube, this is Market Driven, and today I'll be doing an MMR or Manheim Market Report on a 2020 Chevrolet Corvette 1LT. This is the coupe. I'm not doing the convertible, but if you guys want me to do convertible, I could definitely do it. I picked the 1LT because it is a base model and a lot less options. So those vehicles, they do have a chance to transact a lot more because a lot of more people either selling them, trading them, or either that they're produced more, and I did want to just stick to the 1LT at this moment. And I just wanted to show you guys the MMR breakdown. So base MMR is 61,300, average odometer is 17,659, and an average condition of 4.6. That's out of 5. 4.6 is pretty good. Most of the time, it just be very minimal things dent, and it is a Corvette also. So I do want to mention that most of these vehicles at that time, a lot of owners do keep them for a long time. That's why you see the average odometer is 17,000 miles. And I just wanted to mention that on that. And then, so we can start off with transactional history. There's not a lot. There's only 6 transactions in the past 30 days. 60 days, going back to June 19. You can see they're all fairly similar to each other. And as far as transactional wise, which is kind of strange because you see right here, back 9 days ago or 10 days ago, one sold for 63,750, which is $2,000, roughly around $2,000 more, with 10,000 miles less. 4.5 red in Dallas. This is Manheim, Dallas. The one before that, half the month before, that's like what? Yeah, like 14 days before that one sold for 62,400, 23,000 miles, 4.6 orange, Nashville. And the one before that, 8, 9, 64,000, 8,000 miles, 4.8 red, New Jersey. But the strange one is this one. You see, like, both sold in the same day, $250 apart, which is not a lot when you're talking about $64,000. 10,000 mile. Well, what is that? 16,000 mile difference. CR is roughly around the same. 0.8. That's a lot actually. This is more like a closer to a 5.0, so it's a lot higher. 4.2. This one's red. This one's white. New Jersey, Utah, sold for the same amount. Isn't that kind of strange to see that? At that time, it could have been that this vehicle is probably the only one that came up for sale, and probably Chevrolet dealership needed it, and they needed to have the inventory on there. So it could have been so many things, or it could have been a used car there that just needed the inventory. The only one in Utah. Utah, it is far away in a much more rural city, or sorry, state. So it's a lot different to get these vehicles there. So it could have been something strange that showed up at that auction, and what, they need to buy it. Give me that Corvette, get that Corvette, because we're good at selling Corvettes. So it could have been many things on that one. That's why I brought that, which is kind of strange, because there's a lot going on. It's not as consistent. And as you can see, another one sold right below that. That was in Central Florida in July 26th for 55,000. This one had 29,000 miles, 2.8. Had to be really low. That's a really low score. And this one's in Central Florida. That's a big discount right there. That's a $6,000 discount, at that time, which I can probably give you a breakdown on that one too, to see. I can do an MMR adjustment so you can kind of give you a reference and point. Now let's look at historical average. 30 days ago, it was 63,100. What is it now? 61,000. So in the past 30 days, this vehicle has MMR has changed by $2,000. 6 months ago, this vehicle, this Corvette 1LT, they're trading around 70,700, which is roughly around $10,000. But a year ago, they were trading around 81,400, which is a lot of money. That's 20 grand. That's a 20K swing right there. Wow, that's a lot of depreciation. Now, Corvette buyers are real particular, because at that point, a lot of Corvette buyers, they know what they have most of the time. And even though that, yes, it's a production vehicle, this and that, but Corvettes are Corvettes, and it's specific buyer. So it's kind of difficult sometimes when you get these vehicles. They're trying to come in on trade. You have to praise them because most of the time, buyers do a lot of the research. They look at the market, and they can tell you, hey, no, this car's worth a lot more. We hit this customer at 60K and be like, no, I need closer to 70 at that point. It's a lot difficult. You do have to know your customer base when you are selling these vehicles. I have a personal story on this vehicle. I actually sold one, not a 2020, but it kind of taught me a lot about how Corvette customers are, and or also the selling side of it. We had bought one from a customer, and this one in particular, it was a low mile, a lot older for sure, but it was a one owner, and what helped that one owner did help a lot because I wasn't getting any hits around here locally where we're at. And I was like, I need to get to the auction so I could get good run numbers. Took the car to the auction, kind of far away from where we're at, a couple hours away. And the vehicle did, which I didn't think was going to do. A lot of buyers showed up for that vehicle, and it brought really good money. It did sell for over MMR, which was strange. At that point, the only thing I did to the vehicle was tires, and then I just did a really good detail because it needed tires. And the vehicle, it was the bidders. There were collectors that were bidding just because I looked up their names. There was franchise stores that were bidding on that vehicle. And to give you a reference, I did see another vehicle like that. Kind of score the same way with the same miles, but I ran a Carfax on that one, and that one showed a lot more history owners on that. And then when I looked at mine looked being a one owner, being the history of the vehicle. I just feel like, a lot of buyers are looking for that. A lot of secondhand buyers are like, no, I want a one owner, because I've seen so many where it's like 2, 3, 4 owners, and the vehicle, no one wants them. It's just a strange vehicle. It is because people they just want that one owner. They want to hear like it's been a one owner for X amount of years. Been taken care of. So it's really important to see that. And you have to understand that part. It's like you have to know the vehicle. You have to know who relates to that vehicle, who's going to be looking at that vehicle, who's going to be bidding at that vehicle. So it's kind of, it's just my input on this type of vehicles. I just wanted to share with you guys, and it's interesting to see that in the past year, this vehicle has depreciated around $20,000. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any vehicles that you would like me to do, please put them down in the comments, and I'll be sure to do them. Thank you.